Graham, did Conrad and Jane come to you about using the water treadmill, or did you seek them out?
I suppose you just have to say I seek them out. Jane used to come around and manipulate my horses in the mornings, during work, and she said about this treadmill, and I said, well, Jane, I says, I might look at this. This was probably in December last year, and I started Slick on the treadmill during the December months last year, and I just seen a huge improvement in his muscle development. Personally, I don't think it can make a horse go any faster, but it tones them up so that they can go faster. Yeah.
Were you sceptical right at the start that, hey, this might not work at all?
Oh yeah, but after a week, because Slick's an amazing horse, he tells you things, and we'd put him in the treadmill for about 4 days, and usually the 4th day of a week, he's awesome. He just powers in it, and I thought, my God, and then I took him to the races on the Saturday after he's been in there for 4 days, and oh man, what a difference. So, and then I just continued it, and look what he's doing. He's just going on and on and on, because everybody said to me, when's he going to get tired? But he's not. He won't get tired because there's no pressure on his legs doing this. I don't gallop this horse very much, and I just bring him over to the water walker, and he loves it, and so why not stop?
Now they tell me the first time he went in there, he's all at sea, he really didn't know where to put his legs.
Oh, well, all horses are the same, yeah. You put them in there, and when you start the treadmill up and things move and they go, oh, what's going on here? And then the water comes up and, oh, what the hell's this? But the second, third day they say, oh yeah, let's bring it on, it's good. And you don't have any trouble with them bringing them in the second or third day, and from then on it's right.
So you're saying to me that the fact he's stayed up all season and have been in such top form for such a long period of time, a fair bit of it can be attributed to this?
Oh yes, big time. I think it's a wonderful machine, and whether Jane puts any more around the country, but if they put them around the country, well, okay, there's going to be a lot more really good horses, but that's competition, and that's racing. That's what I like about it.
Now, Racy Lady's behind us. I understand she's another of yours, and she had a big problem as well.
Oh yes, yeah. Well, when I went down to where the hell was it, Wellington for the Thornton. And I had to slap on the anchors going through the desert road there because there were some road works on, and I didn't have any time to brake, and it was nasty because I had to bypass the cars in front of me because it was downhill, because you can't put your foot on the brake immediately, or else you'd have 4 horses in the cab. And she went down in the truck. I didn't know it at the time, and then when I went to unload her, because the girls that were with me, and one of the girls started screaming, look at Racy Lady, and I looked, oh my God, look at her. And she had one gaping hole in the back where she'd gone down and broken the board, and the little steel pieces that hold the board up had actually cut a big hole in the back and right up her leg. But the thing that was amazing, she was standing right beside Slick, and yet the division between them was broken, and Slick was standing on the broken piece, and he only had a few little niggles. Thank God for that. Yeah.
And with Racy Lady, with this machine, you've been able to keep on trucking?
Yeah, well, okay. We brought her back and just gave her a week in the paddock, and then Jane brought her around here and put her on the treadmill, and she was here for a month with nothing on her back, because you couldn't put a saddle on her because of the huge wound, and she just kept going around here, and after a month, 6 weeks, it hadn't healed completely up, but it got to the stage where you could put a saddle on it with a bit of thick padding, and that's brought her back to racing pretty quickly.
So you're saying to me throughout that 4-6 week period, she didn't have a saddle on her back, this was her training regime?
Yes, she spent 5 weeks, it was, I think, that she was here, and she was putting her sometimes half an hour a day, because that's quite a good amount of walking in that machine, so yeah. And she was, she looked like ready to race when I brought her back, so yeah.
So just lastly, we've got Sir Slick standing next door to us. Yeah. He loves this. This will be a regular part of his ongoing...
Oh yes, yeah, like now, he's going out for a spell after Saturday. He'll have 6 weeks. Now, Roxanne will probably get on him 2 or 3 times a week just to wind him down, because he's a horse that loves to do things, so she'll wind him down. And then during the month of June, he'll come around to Jane's here and she'll just put Slick through the walking machine for a month without a saddle being put on him. I'll get him back in the stables in July and we'll get him ready for the races down Hawke's Bay. And okay, he'll be a lot fitter horse this time because I was a pretty sick chook when they started off last year. So,
just how much of a flag bearer advertisement has Sir Slick been for this system here?
Oh, Adrian, awesome. However, Graham's been bringing 3 other horses on a regular basis, and all of those are picking up checks here and there as well. So, you know, while Sir Slick's obviously catching all the attention, these other guys are slipping in under the radar, and they're coming up. You know, next season they'll be a lot harder, a little bit older. Sir Slick's a bit older than them still. He'll be great next season as well. I mean, he's going to be starting pretty much from this point. Graham will put him on the machine for probably a month before he starts racing him, or starts getting him race fit. And I mean, I love the horse. Slick is just the king of horses as far as I'm concerned.
Where to from here? You're going to try and take this elsewhere?
Well, yes. I mean, while this machine that we've got in its current form is perfect for rehabilitation purposes, as in the clear Lexan, so you can see how the horse is working and identify problems. That's kind of Jane's field. She's got a gift to heal horses, and I mean, I've spent the last 4 years backing her completely, because I mean, you can, the more you get to know her, the more you'll know that if she can't heal a horse, well, pretty much nobody can. The vets are great, but you know, she seems to have this gift where she can, if she can't heal it with the skills she has, and she's picked up a lot of skills. I mean, here's this gifted woman who's basically gone overseas and just gathered knowledge from the best in their field, you know, and you only have to watch her work, and it's just, yeah, it's mind-blowing. I've seen her, you know, telling a horse off once, and it was like a dance, you know, it was like a whirling dervish, but she's in there and in control. But what we'll do with this is we have a more commercial version that's geared for the racehorses, because we've kind of stumbled on the fact that it is like an underwater gym for horses. It's actually building muscle through resistance training. So we've got another system that is more geared for racehorses, and we'll put it out there and control, you know, put it out as branches here and there wherever there's a big track like Matamata, Cambridge, Pukekohe. We've already been to the bank and sort of had a chat to them about it, and they're pretty keen, and we'll make it into like a pit stop, so you know, a gym. You can have a gym in your